What is the condescension of God? Hi, I'm Dr. James Holt, and in the Book of Mormon, an angel asks the prophet Nephi, "Knowest thou the condescension of God?" The condescension of God has two aspects, the condescension of the Father and the condescension of the Son, both of which are intertwined. That God would send his Son to atone for the sins of the world shows his love and condescension. Often today we use condescending as a negative, usually when someone is talking down to us as though we are not intelligent. This is not what it means in this circumstance, though it is linked. It's the humility of God or the voluntary abasement of someone, the bringing down of a person to the level of an inferior. Paul uses the phrase in the context of members of the church in Romans. He says, "Be of the same mind one towards another. Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits." It's been taught, here was Jesus, a member of the Godhead, the firstborn of the Father, the Creator Jehovah of the Old Testament, now leaving his divine and holy station, divesting himself of all that glory and majesty, and entering the body of a tiny infant, helpless, completely dependent on his mother and earthly father. That he should not come to the finest of earthly palaces and be showered with jewels, but should come to a lowly stable is astonishing. Little wonder that the angel should say to Nephi, "Behold the condescension of God." It's not, however, just the fact of his birth that shows his condescension. Nephi saw the condescension of the Messiah on several different levels. For example, he was born as a baby, just like everyone else. He was born into a lowly social station. He was baptized and in so doing condescended to the Father's will. Jesus suffered every aspect of mortal life, warts and all. He was crucified like a common criminal. And although the condescension of God is seemingly a phrase peculiar to the Book of Mormon and Latter-day Saint Christianity, the concept is not unknown in wider Christian circles. Within Christianity, there's the concept of kenosis. This idea began to be developed in the mid and late 19th century. Kenosis can be seen to build on biblical passages such as Jesus, who being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but emptied himself, taking the form of a slave, becoming as human beings are. And that's in Philippians. It's the idea that God emptied himself to fully experience life as a mortal. The condescension of God is described by Alistair McGrath, who said, "The incarnation is a game changer. God comes to where we are to bring us to where he is."